The night sky over the Mojave Desert tore open like a wounded beast. Ethan Cole, an ex-soldier turned scavenger, watched as a streak of fire cut across the horizon and slammed into the sands miles away. Most people would have ignored it or feared it. Ethan grabbed his pulse rifle and went to check. When he reached the crater, his breath caught. A silver pod, humming faintly with alien energy, lay split in half. Inside were 3 small figures, no taller than children, their luminous eyes darting around in fear. Their skin shimmered faintly blue under the moonlight, and their voices, high, melodic, trembling, spoke in a language his translator implant barely recognized. "Don't be afraid," Ethan said, lowering his weapon. "You're safe now." Their leader, barely a teenager in human terms, stepped forward. We lost our escort fleet. Pirates. They killed everyone. We ran." Her name, he later learned, was Ceres, first princess of the Zorath Empire, a civilization feared across 20 galaxies. Ethan took them to his underground shelter, hidden in the ruins of an abandoned military bunker. He patched their wounds, fed them, and helped them rest. But even as they slept, his mind raced. If these girls were who they claimed to be, then somewhere out there, a galactic empire was looking for them, and when they found out who had them. 2 nights later, the sky lit up again. This time, it wasn't a crash. It was a fleet, descending. His scanners screamed warnings. Warships were entering Earth's atmosphere, searching. Ethan sealed the bunker's metal doors and whispered, "You're going to have to trust me." Ceres' youngest sister clung to him. "They'll kill you if they find us." He smiled faintly. "They'll try." Outside, plasma bolts rained down, scorching the desert. Drones combed the sands. Inside, Ethan loaded his gear, ancient but deadly. He activated the defense systems he'd built over years of paranoia. The girls huddled together as the ground shook. When the first alien troops breached the entrance, Ethan stood waiting. By order of the Zorath Empire, the commander barked, "Surrender the royal fugitives." Ethan smirked. "You'll have to take them over my dead body." Then he pressed a button. The desert exploded in fire. Smoke and sand choked the night. Ethan's traps had turned the desert into a battlefield, plasma mines, railgun turrets, and old Earth tech enhanced with alien scrap. The first wave of Zorath soldiers never stood a chance. Their sleek armor melted under the shockwave, and their landing craft burned like paper. Inside the bunker, the 3 princesses watched in stunned silence. They had never seen such primitive weapons destroy advanced troops so easily. Ceres whispered, "How? How did a human do that?" Ethan didn't look back. "Humans don't wait to die," he said, locking in another thermal charge. "We make others regret trying." But the Zorath Empire wasn't done. High above, the Empress's flagship, a moon-sized vessel, detected human resistance. A deep, resonant voice echoed across the comm channels, "Find the one who shelters my daughters. Burn his world if you must." Ethan heard the broadcast through his old receiver. He exhaled slowly. "So, Mommy's coming," he muttered. The next attack came from orbit. Laser fire rained down, carving molten lines across the dunes. Ethan grabbed Ceres and her sisters, dragging them deeper into the underground tunnels. "There's an escape shaft, leads to an old military silo," he said. "But what about you?" Ceres demanded. Ethan turned, face shadowed under the red emergency lights. "You 3 are the reason your mother's coming. I'll buy you time." The youngest princess's eyes welled up. "Humans can't fight the Empire. You'll die." Ethan gave her a grin, tired but fierce. "Yeah, everyone keeps saying that." Above ground, dozens of dropships landed. Alien soldiers in shimmering armor formed ranks. Drones scanned for heat signatures. The Zorath commander barked orders, unaware that Ethan was already among them. Crawling through smoke and debris, he moved like a ghost, knife flashing, rifle silent. One by one, soldiers fell. He hijacked a comms drone, rerouting its signal to broadcast Earth's position across the stars. "You want a war?" He growled into the MIC. "Then you get all of humanity." That message rippled through every listening station across the solar system. Within hours, hidden Terran defense satellites powered up. Deep space colonies began mobilizing. Earth wasn't alone anymore. By the time the Zorath flagship arrived in low orbit, it found itself surrounded by human warships, crude, angular, but countless. Ethan stood on a ridge, blooded but unbroken, watching the sky ignite with plasma trails. He whispered, "Let's see how you like fighting something that refuses to kneel." Above, the Empress's ship began to descend. She was coming, and she was angry. The sky burned red as the Zorath Empress descended upon Earth. Her ship, a floating citadel the size of a continent, cast a shadow that swallowed the Mojave Desert. Every human satellite focused on her arrival, but Ethan didn't move. He stood atop a dune, his rifle slung over his shoulder, armor scorched, face streaked with ash and grit. Behind him, the three alien princesses waited in silence, their eyes full of fear and something new, respect. When the Empress appeared, it was not voice echoed like thunder. "Human, you dare take what is mine?" Ethan's jaw tightened. "I didn't take them. I saved them." The Empress's eyes narrowed. Saved them from pirates, only to drag them into war. You think your fragile species can stand against the Zorath Empire? Ethan's lips curved into a smirk. "We don't think, Your Majesty. We prove." From orbit, the human fleet moved into position, thousands of warships, carriers, and defense satellites powered by reverse-engineered alien tech. Humanity had always been underestimated. Until now. The Empress glanced upward, sensing the power gathering above. "You would risk extinction for 3 children not of your kind." Ethan's voice was steady. "They trusted me. That's enough." For a moment, silence ruled. Then, unexpectedly, the Empress looked past him, at her daughters. Ceres stepped forward, trembling. "Mother, he didn't hurt us. He protected us. He fought for us when your soldiers didn't come." The Empress's gaze softened slightly, the first crack in her iron composure. "He killed my men." Ceres's chin lifted. "They tried to kill us." Ethan stayed quiet. This was their moment. Finally, the Empress turned to him again. "You are dangerous, human, reckless, defiant, and extraordinary." Her tone shifted, no longer wrathful, but curious. "Tell me, Ethan Cole, what drives your kind to stand against her impossible?" He met her gaze without flinching. "Because we've already survived everything else." The desert wind howled between them. The Empress raised a hand, and her army withdrew. She stepped closer, almost whispering, "Perhaps the galaxy needs to remember why humans were once feared." And then, with a faint smile, she vanished in a shimmer of light, taking her daughters home, leaving Ethan staring at the empty sky. Above, the stars burned brighter than ever. Humanity had just earned a new reputation across the cosmos, the species that even empires thought twice before crossing.